Hello everyone, welcome back to more SOFT2. We've got one pretty big game coming up right here, aitor98 versus Guilhermeziat. Pretty exciting match, and actually, for me, pretty surprising. I didn't think either of these players would end up in the loser's bracket, at least this far into the tournament. I'm E-Law, or Stuffin' Man. I'm joined by Toaster. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty excited about this match. Winner of this match actually gets to play against Cheetos.
Yep.
If I'm wrong. And
loser
correct. Gets eliminated from the tournament, which for both these players, these are two really strong players, and seeing one of them go in the tournament is actually going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I think a lot of people saying that this match might be, well, I don't know. Some are predicting a sweep, some are predicting otherwise. But what do you think about it?
I think it's going to be pretty close. I think aitor has a huge edge on LNs, but Guilhermeziat also is really good at LNs. I think Guilhermeziat in general is a bit more well-rounded than aitor, so I expect it to go in his favor, but I don't think he'll do it without a fight.
Yeah, I mean, aitor, he's got really strong LN capability, and I don't think his other skills are really lacking that much either. He's also fairly well-rounded, but I think Gil just might have that edge on raw skill, and that might give him the advantage in this matchup.
Yeah, we've got one person in the room. We got Gil just waiting on aitor now.
I'm actually excited to see how the winner of this will actually match up against Cheetos, because that, I'm thinking just personally that Cheetos will be able to take it easy, but I wouldn't be surprised if other people or not other people, but if there is a upset at least somehow, or at least the winner of this match actually takes quite a few points off Cheetos.
That'd be extremely exciting, especially considering since Cheetos got knocked into loser's bracket, he's had some pretty easy matches, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, he just recently, I think today, 6-0 Pipper, and then went up against Cool as well, so...
Yeah, I mean, he's swept every single person he's faced in losers so far.
Actually, Nero as well. I forgot he went out really early against Haladin. But yeah, I mean, not to discredit any of the players' skills that he played against, because those players are actually still quite good. It's just that Cheetos is absolutely dominating the losers bracket. But I think this next matchup he'll have is definitely going to give him a run for his money, at least.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that Cheetos match won't happen, I think. Let's see. Let me pull up the schedule here.
Happens in a few hours, doesn't it?
Yeah, if Gil wins this, then we'll actually, the next game that we played out will be Gil versus Cheetos, but if not, then aitor will be playing against Cheetos at 11 UTC on Sunday. And the Cheetos versus Gil game, if Gil wins, will be on 2 UTC for Sunday.
Oh yeah, and then after if Gil wins, right after that, we've got the winners bracket matches.
Yeah.
So that next block is going to be pretty exciting no matter what happens.
Of course, all that going down at 2 UTC if Gil wins, 3 UTC if Gil loses this one. So actually, fairly large break period between those two games. Right now it's 20 UTC, so got quite a few hours in between.
Yeah.
aitor linking via pronhub.com/EEXD warm-up. Quality.
Before that's an actual link to a website.
Wouldn't be surprised. You guys are seriously dumb. So you want to do the rest of the riddle.
Nice.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oops.
That's a great start to this lobby.
Yeah. aitor just has to link his warm-up and we'll be getting into it, but that hasn't happened yet. Oh wait, he did link it. He did. right after the weird thing.
Not again.
Oops.
Oh man, that's great.
Come on, Wine Crystal. We don't have it's forbidden. That's the map. We don't have forbidden in this map pool. That's Dan 10. We only have Dan 9 in this map pool.
That's actually see Dan 9. I guess it seems like right around skill level. I'm just thinking a lot of the players left for Mania are actually like
Oh yeah,
the middle range.
definitely. I mean, a lot of people that have already been eliminated are what, Luminal and Tachyon level.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got we ducking hate you in this map pool, which is from Dan 9.
We duck.
As us would call it.
I'm guessing this is skills tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Aitor already breaking there. It's probably unexpected if that was his one.
Quad streams. Very fitting for this map, I guess.
I'm surprised Gil didn't choose a really rude warm-up like Mad Machine or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It might get worse. I don't know. Nice jump drill with ghost notes.
I'm wondering what the OD on this is, because the ratio I feel like could be a lot stronger from both players.
This is OD8, so it's just normal.
I feel like the jacks would be somewhat easy to time, but I guess not.
I mean, the jacks are pretty fast, so I mean, for Gil, it's probably not terribly difficult to keep up, but even so, you can just losing speed in general can really hurt.
I mean, just judging off of Aitor's performance right now, I feel like he'd be struggling on the evening chart, the jack pick.
Drop that.
There you go. Name's not coming to my head right now.
Wow, those ratios are ridiculously close.
Yeah, that's actually scary. Wow. Yeah, no, these are only like 40 notes difference between ratios here. Oh, I was just talking about this chart with Aitor. I didn't think you'd pick it for warm-up.
Oh, apparently it's 7.71 stars.
Yeah, this is.
I don't know this map, so I'm a little bit scared.
I know the BMS chart from it, but I don't know if this chart's any similar. I doubt it, but in the case that it is, I'm sorry.
He says that it doesn't have any LNs, which means I have a feeling this is either going to be extreme dump stream or it's just going to be a bunch of jacks.
I think it's dump stream because, let's see. Difficulty names go from Swift Dump, DU, Defu. I don't know what the hell the last two ones are, but I'm guessing those are like. Well, I'm pretty sure they'd be dump stream. Maybe.
Well, okay.
Jacks?
If you look up the phrase DU in Chinese, it means hell.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Nice.
So. Or I guess roughly translated, it's a part of Chinese mythology.
Oh, okay, it's an LN chart.
No LNs, I see.
Yeah, this might
These
be
aren't
all
LNs. These aren't LNs. What are you talking about? aitor specifically said that it wasn't an LN chart. So I gotta believe him.
Okay, this is
Alright. Okay. Gee.
Wow. What is this? I wouldn't be surprised if this popped up in finals map pool. This is ridiculous.
Is this easy enough? Oh, I don't think this is easy enough for finals. If anything, this would probably be for grand finals.
Grand finals, I meant, haha. I've got a hunch on what the tiebreaker for the grand finals is.
I don't know what I don't know any maps in general, so I don't have any guesses.
Just responding in chat to who said I'm giving Kamikaze terrible ideas. I'm pretty sure the grand finals map pool's already finished. I mean, I can't verify that unless like T-Deck or Kami wants to come out and say, yeah, we're done. But even so, I doubt this would actually be in there.
Yeah, this is a little bit insane. Right now.
Yeah, the last part of this got way more dense. I think Gil just gave up. Or not.
Still ahead of aitor though.
Okay, that was like an actual, like, genuine rush from Gil. On the last part.
Yeah, to be fair, when you miss an LN inverse, especially on score v2, you tend to just rush everything as if your combo break, or like CB rushing is the phrase I'm looking for.
There you go.
Because it just pretends that all the LN releases are actual notes, so that if you hit down during a release and let go, it'll count that as another note, so it's a lot easier to CB rush LNs than anything else.
aitor74 roll.
I think Gil rolled
already
like a
rolled
35.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, 35.
So you did bench Funny Shuffle. That was good prediction.
Expected.
Yeah.
And aitor banning, I'd probably look for a speed ban, like Najimi Breakers or We Ducking Hate You or something. And aitor's got to look at the map pool.
Oh, 90.
Yeah, he doesn't have the map pool ready.
Nah. This doesn't remember. Okay.
Maybe that's understandable.
This late into the tournament, not having the map pool. I doubt aitor know the names of the map pool, or the names of the maps in the map pool in Spanish either.
Guilhermeziat telling aitor to ban glitch nerds. Oh, going for reverse world as a ban. That is interesting. I mean, it is basically speed, but it's more consistency than anything. Juan Crystal, it's the one with the astronaut in the background.
I'm guessing maybe aitor might not be comfortable with consistency picks. That being said, I think Gil would be fine picking some like cheat reel for his first song. Oh. Okay.
Oh jeez.
Juan thought that was his pick, but
no, I think he was just like getting confirmation.
Okay. Oh, he's picking out.
Hey.
All right.
I like this pick. Although Guilhermeziat probably practiced this.
Yeah, I think. Actually,
okay.
Yeah, okay. So my
nice starting.
Were right.
Here comes.
aitor, I guess, was just playing 7 key.
Here comes the sight read.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. watching.
I think we're still going with 100% funny shuffle ban rate at this point.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, I think it's been
wow,
banned in all 4 matches. I believe there's only like, what, 6 matches left after this?
Let me count real quick.
There are 5 matches after this, and that's it. So just 5 more matches to ban to ban funny shuffle. But both players have pretty good accuracy, but we haven't hit the slow jam quite yet. We're about to get there.
Yeah, aitor's accuracy is about to really drop.
Here we go. Yeah, there are a bunch of 200s. Oh, but
We're still in the
staying
lead.
pretty strong. This is not as dense as it gets, though. We gotta wait till the hands start coming in. Oh, and a drop. Guilhermeziat doing extremely well right now, though.
Yeah, aitor's already dropped quite a few 100s, I think 3 or 4.
He's still above 99%. What?
Yeah, Gil is just really dominating this map. He definitely put a lot of practice into this. Aitor dropping again with a couple more 100s there as well.
Yeah, there is basically no chance for aitor to come back in this one. It's all just basic jump stream at this point. 900, almost 980,000 on this map. What are you doing, Guilhermeziat?
This is actually a crazy score. Only 100 compared to aitor's 15.
Jesus Christ! How do you do that?
I feel like Gil actually, I mean, I'm just guessing off of how aitor is coming in this match, or at least the way he plans on going about playing this match. I think Gil's gonna win this, and I think this pick would actually be pretty good for Gil. And if he has another, I guess, couple hours of practice, he could definitely push his score even more up.
Yeah, for sure. But we got faster coming in from Gil, as Gil's pick. I think that's a good pick in Gil's case. I mean, it's basically the heaviest SV we see in the pool. And Gil has shown that he is very, very solid at SVs. He makes sure to put in as much practice as he can.
Oh yeah, I don't went from speaking Spanish just switching to English mid-set.
Oh, but it looks like aitor actually has put in at least a little bit of practice in this match, given that he didn't rush that first SV.
That SV definitely isn't sight readable, so...
Oh!
Okay.
Or has he not put practice into this? I can't tell. I mean...
maybe he just took a quick look at the chart and really nothing much more than that. Might have gotten lucky on the first SV.
Oh, but he rushes that one. Yeah, there's not really much to say at this point. The SVs at Guilhermeziat's destroying them right now, and Aitor's continuing to drop a few 200s when the SV transitions come in. So I don't really see a way for Aitor to come back in this unless Gil has a huge drop somewhere.
Yeah, if Gil has this chart practice, there really isn't going to be any opportunity for that crazy drop that could actually give aitor the lead back.
This part's so cool. Ooh, Aitor dropping again though.
Good, still holding on with a strong 99. Ooh, Gil dropping there, but still that's really not going to do much with the score gap being this large. aitor's already dropped, I think, 3 to 4 times now.
Yeah, his accuracy's dropping below 98, whereas Guilhermeziat's still comfortably in the 99 range. Yeah, coming into the last 20%, Gil has an almost 50,000 point lead at this point. Not really much room to give Aitor any lead. Gil dropping combo right there though.
I feel like Gil could really improve this run, or at least like maybe you'd have to put a bit more practice into this.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I agree with that. This probably isn't the best he could do.
I feel like Gil might have to put in a bit more practice for his next matchup.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ratios are actually still fairly close, or at least in regards to the normal 300.
Yeah, we're going into Aitor's pick now. I don't really know what to expect. If he's just having fun right here, I don't know what I'd expect him to pick. Or if he just hasn't put practice into the pool in general, it's not really obvious what he wants to pick, because most of the big SV picks are gone. I mean, Aitor seems to like long notes, so painting comes out. The long note consistency chart of the pool. I think he actually does have a legitimate chance on this one.
Probably, yeah.
Even without a whole lot of practice, this is right up his alley.
Yeah, he's already got the, I mean, he's probably comfortable in this chart anyways, so shouldn't be too bad.
Long Crystal patting himself on the back. Time to see the best map in the pool. Aitor having a very slight accuracy lead at this point, but I think this is actually just going to come down to drops in general. If either player drops combo, that might spell the end for them.
Unfortunately, I feel like aitor just has a higher chance to break combo. I mean, I don't think he's putting too much focus into this.
At this point, it doesn't seem like either player is going to break on these like easier-ish sections. It's really going to come down to the choruses, because that's when the really, really weird releases come in.
aitor's still holding on pretty strong, actually, with the lead right now.
Yeah, holding about 0.1% better accuracy than Gil at this point. Ooh, Gil drops combo. I was about to mention that aitor was dropping a little bit of accuracy there, but with Gil's combo drop, yeah.
So aitor's still holding on pretty strong. Gil dropping again, so aitor actually might take this point.
Yeah, I think it's it's basically locked up now.
Yeah, I don't
20,000 point lead, 10% of the map left. Not really much you can do anymore as in Gil's position.
Yeah, there's way too many drops coming from Gil's side.
Yeah, and it looks like aitor's actually going to get that full combo, which is really impressive on this map. I think full combo on any of these maps is pretty impressive.
Yeah, only 16 200s from aitor as well, so, and actually a much better ratio as well.
But it is back to Gil's pick, going with Najimi Breakers, as I think this is a good pick on Gil's part. His speed is kind of like shown to be really, really good.
Gil probably take this one. Unless he just, I mean, I don't know, Gil's known to just miss in the most random places.
Yeah, but on the same token, I don't really see aitor really keeping up as well as Guilhermeziat for most of the map.
Gil will probably come out with a better ratio, maybe, or a better 200 count at least.
Alright, here we go, the fourth map of this match. Both players starting out pretty strong right now. Gil actually dropping a 200 right there, bringing their accuracies basically neck and neck right now.
Gil still with the slight advantage.
I think Aitor's just dropping a lot of regular 300s and maybe a couple 200s along the way, just dropping his accuracy a little bit. Ooh, but there's a 50 from Gil right there.
Wow, yeah, that's really gonna hurt his accuracy. I think he's about 0.6 above or below aitor now. But score's flicking again because aitor I think rushed a bit in the jump trolls there.
Yeah, and he keeps dropping a couple 200s. Their accuracies are still ridiculously close right now. Ooh, but Gil drops combo.
aitor actually might be able to come back here and actually tie up the score here.
Still got a quarter of the map though remaining, even though that's basically like 20 seconds. It's still enough time for either player to drop combo.
aitor just has to focus on keeping combo here. Then that's gonna secure the point for him if he just doesn't break. Oh, rushing went a bit and missing. Still in the lead though.
Uh oh, are they dropping together?
Whoa.
Oh,
3,000 point difference.
I think aitor was a little bit lucky in that situation to have missed so late.
Yeah, also Gil dropping both the 50s there. That's what really hurt him here.
Yeah. But brings it 2-2. Aitor's pick now. And aitor takes pure ruby. Or brings it to pure ruby. I, again, expect aitor to take this one in the same way he did with paintings.
Probably, unless Gil is just better on the, is it the trills I'm thinking about in this chart?
This does have trills.
Not as prominent as...
Yeah, they're a little bit weird. They're the trills that are just like long notes with other notes around them.
Yeah.
So they can be really tricky to hit, but that is, in my opinion, not the difficult part of this chart. This has really dense LN shielding sections that really don't feel like shielding sections because of the differences in like gaps between the long notes. Ooh, aitor dropping a couple 200s right at the beginning.
Probably wasn't ready for the SVs there.
But the 200s dropped here at the beginning really are not that important in general, just because of how many 200s are going to be dropped in the really dense sections. Gil maintaining a small accuracy lead through the easier LNs, but we'll have to see whether that changes right coming up in this difficult section.
Both players keeping combo so far. It's actually kind
wow.
of
Both players almost double S-ing that section. Wow. But another section right here.
aitor dropping quite a few 200s, but actually...
Yeah. Ooh, Gil dropping a few more.
Both players holding their FC so far. aitor with 0.1 better accuracy.
Yeah, these accuracies are really good and really close. There's only like a 2,000 point difference right now. But there's one transition coming up that might trip up both players right here. It's like a burst going into the next chorus. Ooh, sorry, I said that wrong. After the trills, that happens. Oh, but both players getting through it pretty well. It's all about keeping composure now. If aitor doesn't mess up here, too bad. Although their accuracies are getting really, really close right now.
Yeah, this is
With your two.
really close.
Ooh, but Gil drops a little more, and aitor brings his accuracy up further.
Both players hitting the last burst just fine. Aitor actually
Wow.
taking the lead with 1.5k better.
Okay, they had the same 200 count. It was
ridiculous.
all ratio.
Wow. That's actually a really close match, and well done by Aitor. Actually taking the lead in the match as well.
Guilhermeziat going with 8-bit adventure. That's an interesting pick, in my opinion. It's pretty fast, but this might have the same consequences that an Najimi breaker did. If Gil can't keep his composure and starts breaking, that's going to be a huge problem. And here we go. Guilhermeziat's got to hope that his pick works, or he's going to be behind 2 points. Although, there is only one LN pick remaining in the pool, and I think aitor basically thinks that that's his biggest shot at getting points. Other than that, there isn't really there aren't really any safe picks for him, so to speak.
Yeah, most of the non-LN picks that Aitor's won have just been Gil kind of missing at points where he shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, he's only won the one Najimi breakers outside of the 2 LN picks.
And that, I feel, is kind of lucky on Aitor's part, just because Gil actually dropped the 250s.
Yeah, aitor actually just dropped a combo right there.
Yeah, it's gonna really... Oh,
ooh,
dropped
and
combo
again,
even more.
He's not having fun with these patterns.
Gil picking this chart, I think he definitely came into this one quite prepared.
Yeah, and there's that one SV towards the 3/4 mark that just will probably surprise aitor if he doesn't know it's there. Aitor's really trying to bring up his accuracy, but he's a percent behind right now. There's a 35,000 point gap. Ooh, aitor actually not getting too surprised by that.
Even then, he actually dropped the 200 and 100 there as well. It's going to keep putting him at that disadvantage. I really doubt there's any room for him to come back from this.
Yeah, 40,000 point lead now. That's hard to come back from. And
Plus
dropping again. And good pick from Gil. That's a very strong victory on that map.
Aitor is still with a better ratio, though. I feel like on a pick like Cheat really actually might have more of a chance than I thought.
Yeah, Cheat Drill, I think, would just come down to whether aitor can control himself during the mini jags. But it is aitor's pick. I'd assume he's going to go with the Clarity, the last LN pick left. Oh,
I think
that's
it's
interesting.
Cool. That's a good reason to pick us.
I think. In like a million quotation marks. I mean, this does have a lot to do with LNs, so maybe he has a chance. Although Guilhermeziat has shown in the past that he puts a lot of work into the more technical picks, and this is definitely something I don't see Gil just like letting go. Accuracies are really close at this point, but it's really gonna matter when the mini jacks start showing up, because those are at a really fast speed in comparison to what you're really expecting out of something like this.
aitor is still actually keeping pretty strong composure. Both players actually very even scores right now. Scores been flickering for quite some time now. Ooh, aitor dropping to 100 there. I think that's going to put him behind a bit. Another 200 from him. I think at this point it's going to come down to Gil, I guess, makes the same amount of mistakes, at least in regards to dropping 100s, or if he actually just CDs.
Yeah, really, I think the name of the game in Gil's court is just staying composed for the entirety of a map. Because if he does that, he could take most of the maps. Like, even, say, the two Longno picks that have been played, Chainings and Pure Ruby, aitor dropping, but take those, and if Gil was, like, keeping his composure fully on Pure Ruby, he definitely could have taken that easily.
I think same with Najimi Breakers. If he actually just stayed focused, he probably could have taken that as well. Could very well have been seeing a 5-1 game.
Oh, Gil dropping 2 though.
Yeah, that's still not going to be good enough.
Yeah, it still keeps the accuracy lead, and since aitor already dropped, that's gonna keep Gil in the lead.
aitor rushing quite a bit at the end there.
Yeah, so Guilhermeziat gets another break point, brings it 4-3.
I guess I got a water break from Gil here.
I guess we're waiting on the pick. Out of Gil, I could see Cheat Reel count. Actually, I think I'd more expect We Duck and Hate You.
I don't think Cheat Reel would be a good pick, actually. Just because, I mean, it's more risky at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what's left. There are 4 maps. There's We Duck and Hate You, Cheat Reel, the Clarity. What's the last one? There's one more map.
Out of blast or drop that.
Oh yeah, okay. Actually, drop that's probably not a good pick. Oh, but here comes We Duck and Hate You.
I think drop that's going to be risky for both these players.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Either of them for jack ability. Actually, Gil has decent score on drop that, but I don't think it's good enough.
Yeah, the thing is about drop that is that say both players FC, I think aitor wins drop that.
Yeah, just off ratio. And actually, it's really jack-oriented, so I would expect a better ratio coming from aitor.
Yeah, so after this, I kind of expect Guilhermeziat to take this, but I also expected him to take Najimi Breakers. So, and this kind of has the same situation where it's basically all based on speed.
I think if Gil just keeps his composure this time around, then he should be good.
You think you know what pain is? You don't have no fucking idea!
Coming right out of the gate with really dense streaming.
I think aitor had the much better ratio coming out of that.
Yeah, his ratio is holding strong. Ooh, but he dropped a couple 200s right there, giving the lead to Gil. Oh, wait.
Not
Gil,
entirely.
he gave the accuracy lead to Gil, but he still holds
scores
the
are
point.
still flickering. aitor almost rushing there.
Ooh, both of them are starting to drop a couple of 200s. Now they have the same accuracy.
aitor slowly coming out with a slightly more commanding lead.
Yeah, although at this point, we have not hit the hard part in the map yet, or like the really difficult section where they start throwing bursts into the jump stream at the same time. Like this kind of stuff is pretty difficult, but I think it even gets a little more difficult.
Yeah, Gil's actually got the advantage here. I think aitor's dropped a couple 200s.
But it's still not much. There's less than 1,000 points between them right now. As has been the story for most of the maps, Gil has to keep his composure if he wants to keep it, but if he doesn't, aitor takes the point. And their accuracies are literally the same right now.
Yeah, aitor's actually caught back up despite dropping those 200s. Oh, there's another 200 right there, actually putting him.
Gil takes a
back
small
behind.
lead. Still ridiculously close. It's coming down to the end. Oh, but aitor continues to drop 200s. He might be seeing a little bit of stamina loss right now. Just a tiny bit. And here we go. This is where you really have to keep your composure.
Gil so far seems like he's definitely keeping his composure. aitor, despite having the better... Oh, aitor dropping. Despite having the better ratio, I think his 200 count's just... Yeah, his miscount as well actually really just gonna... He's really not gonna take this point.
Yeah. But that makes it match point for Gil, but it is aitor's pick. Yeah.
If aitor wants to stay alive, I'm pretty sure his pick would have to be clarity here.
Gil saying he didn't choke. Yeah. You choked on a few of the other ones, but you didn't there. That's a really good score, though. 6 200s is pretty insane. But we have clarity probably coming out from aitor. And then there are 2 maps left, and Gil gets his choice if he loses this map.
Oh, cheat reel. Break the wall reel.
Why are people... Oh.
It's really risky, but it's not the worst pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure, but this basically gives Gil an obvious choice for what he wants to do, because I would not go with long notes against aitor.
Yeah.
Although I keep something to say, right? Just not even about the players, but whenever I saw cheat trail being picked, it said break the law reel, and I didn't know why people kept doing that. And I realized that it's just Osu's censoring.
Yeah, I think one of the rules is that you're not allowed to mention banned players or cheaters or accuse people like that in chat. So the autofilter just switches cheater hack from.
There's some good. There are some interesting filters in Oz.
Fine lady.
Coconut milk. But aitor actually has to win this to survive at this point, so he's got to bring his A game right here. But he has shown to have better accuracy overall, just lacking in the 200 count.
I feel like a chart like this is definitely easier than We Definitely Hate You for not dropping as many 200s.
But there is still the ending to think about with this map, where if you misplay one of the mini jacks, all of a sudden you're missing like 2 or 3 notes in a row.
Yeah, and aitor, I mean, just based off the end of the last chart, we saw that he really just, once he started CBing, he just kind of lost composure. Was that a 200?
I mean, he's already dropped a couple 200s in the early streams, and he just dropped one on the LN. He's giving Gil a huge lead already. 2,000 points this early is more than, well, it's not quite 2,000, it's more like 1,000. But even so, that's not a lead you want to give someone on a long map like this so early. But with something else to think about with this map is that it's long enough that there are so many opportunities for Gil to just drop randomly like he has been. So even with the score differences as it was, there's still anything could happen. And aitor built up his accuracy a lot right there.
Yeah, and I think it's still actually going up. Same with Gil, though.
Gil seemed to just have a bit of problems keeping his accuracy up on the slower section, but he's keeping it where it needs to be during the denser sections. Accuracies are starting to close in on each other. Still a small lead for Gil at this point, but if aitor brings his accuracy up a bit more, then we could be seeing ridiculously close match coming down to the mini jacks.
Yeah, I mean, we already have scores flickering again here with aitor's better ratio.
Gil just dropped to 200. Now they are literally the same accuracy. It's all coming down to the mini jacks apart.
I don't see either player having a problem with the mini jacks, and I honestly see aitor actually coming out with a better ratio on those.
Ooh, aitor has just the slightest lead right now. Their accuracies are exactly the same right now. Alright, just first half of this is normal, but then we'll be seeing the mini jacks. I don't know who I'd expect to drop more on the mini jacks though. I think Gil can handle them, but so can aitor. Especially if this was aitor's pick. Both of them getting through them just fine. aitor holds a small lead. 200 from Gil.
Both players still really strong composer. aitor just dropping a 200 there, but still slightly in the lead.
Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. aitor takes the lead after the dense section. Both players still holding full combos, but accuracies are dropping.
aitor just has to hold on to his accuracy here, and he's got it.
There's almost no difference. If Gil can tighten up just a tiny bit.
Oh, we're still flickering at the very end.
Come on. I think aitor's got the lead.
Yeah, just barely.
Oh my god.
Every normal 300 counts here.
It's coming down to right here. Oh, but Gil dropping a lot of regular 300s right there. 600 points.
That's crazy.
Wow.
5 200s from aitor. But actually, Gil with the better ratio here. That actually really threw me off.
It might have been that 1/100 that changed the scores.
Yeah, I mean, even one of those 200s would have changed the score.
Jeez. All right, off to Gil's pick. It's still his match point. He needs to pick something, or he has the choice between Clarity and Drop That.
The choice is pretty obvious here.
Yeah. But aitor doesn't seem very confident in either of the picks that are left.
So
drop that.
The better of the two remaining picks. I don't know. Gil did have the better ratio on the last song, but consistently, I mean, throughout this entire match, aitor's just had the better ratio. And seeing as how no one really had any trouble with the jacks in the last pick, I feel like this might not be that much different.
Yeah, this might be close, unless aitor just isn't the greatest at wrist jacking or, you know, mini jacks in general, or like consistently keeping up with them. Because I mean, this song is about 2 minutes long, and it doesn't give you any breaks in terms of the mini jacks. Whereas on something like Cheat Reel, it's all jump stream, but then just a small section of mini jacks. So I'm not really sure. I think he just might feel uncomfortable with just straight up jacking.
Maybe. I would give the advantage to Gil here, but I wouldn't say it would be like a landslide victory.
But if aitor can keep his composure and take the point, we're going to be going to tiebreaker. That would be exciting. And they're keeping it up. Both players have the same accuracy now. They're basically tied. Gil taking a slight edge right now, though. Very, very small lead.
Gil drop it. Oh
no!
Oh, that's actually crazy. This
Gil's
might go to tiebreaker.
Gil's in a huge disadvantage now. He has to hope for a break on the other end.
That's actually all he can hope for.
And he dropped a couple of 200s right there. That's not going to fare well for him. He has to bring his accuracy up as much as he humanly can. Or he's not going to be able to take it even with aitor breaking once. Another 200 from Gil. aitor's still holding on really strong right now. But this next part, I think, is what's gonna determine anything. Because when it starts bringing in quads and hands at the same, like, it's basically all hands and quads, just a couple of jumps in general. That's when it gets really, really hard to keep up. This is the part that I think this is the most difficult part in the map, which both players are getting through it extremely well.
aitor just ever so late, but he still got the lead. 0.2% better accuracy than Gil right now.
All it takes is one drop at this point. And this ending has a lot of hands too. I mean, it's basically the same as everything else, just instead of being jumps mostly, it's mostly hands now. aitor holding on extremely well right now though. Isn't dropping yet. He's not dropping. And we're out of the really hard stuff. Ooh, 200 from aitor, probably almost split that hand.
Wow. So we're going to tiebreaker.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That is a ridiculous run by aitor, by the way.
Ratios are almost
200.
identical. 200.
Oh my god.
Wow. The thing is here, I don't know who has the advantage here.
Oh boy. I'm sure Gil has practiced this. 100% Gil has practiced this. I don't know if aitor has, but I'm pretty sure aitor knows the 7K version of this.
He should know the 7K version. I know he would know the SVs. That's crazy. Seven key helps. Okay, so he definitely knows the 7 key version.
Ooh, Gil's only played this once. That might not be good for him.
He plays. Yeah, no, aitor definitely knows it. Man, this is actually crazy if aitor comes up and wins this.
It's all... Yeah, I don't know what to expect out of this.
I don't think this map actually leans either way. This is going to be a really close one.
I mean, SV in general usually favors Gil, but that's because he practices it a lot. But
yeah, I don't think he expected this match to go to tiebreaker. And honestly, I wouldn't have expected this to go to tiebreaker either.
I'm already nervous. Ooh, Gil dropping a lot of 200s already. And aitor, already having known this from the 7K, didn't get tripped out from the mini jacks. Honestly, this map in general might just come down to drops.
Yeah,
And that's
probably
it.
will.
Whoever drops more is gonna...
aitor, I think that
There
if he
was.
hits like that entire chord is 200, that might have been just 4 200s right there.
Yeah. I mean, their accuracies are the same now. They're literally tied. And chorus.
This is still tied.
Oh my god.
What the hell? Gil dropping.
Oh no! That's not good.
Why don't dropping as well?
Oh my god! Stop dropping, guys! But aitor's accuracy is slightly better. He dropped again. Oh my god! Gil has a huge lead now. 0.2%, and it's already extending his lead to 2,000 or 1,500.
There's still a chance for aitor to come back, though Gil could
but Gil
just
dropping a
easily
couple
drop
of
again.
200s. There's still only 0.06% between these two players.
Both players dropping at the same time.
What? Oh
Gil
my
dropping
god.
again as well, so they're
no.
actually tied now. aitor with the lead again. This match has gone so back and forth.
0.2% between the accuracies.
Only 2,000 point lead.
This is ridiculously close. I mean, we still have another chorus. But there are still probably going to be breaks from the players. Small build up. We got another course coming up, but their accuracies are still different by 0.2%, but the lead is so small.
Oh, Gil dropping a 100 there.
He's lucky he didn't
really hurt
break
the accuracy.
combo right there.
Yeah, although in this section there's...
Rushing.
Oh, there's a drop from Gil.
No.
aitor just pushing above 1,000 common out, although he's dropping quite a few 200s. Still in the lead over Gil.
And right after this is the long note section, which I don't expect aitor to mess up.
I don't believe there's many SVs here as well, just from what I remember about the Seniki difficulty, so...
I
aitor
think
coming in
there's,
with the... Well,
there's small SVs, but they're not really invasive.
yeah, Gil dropping there as well. aitor definitely coming in prepared to this LN section. He actually might take this point. Oh, aitor dropping though.
Got
Again
a
as
lot
well.
there. Oh my god, that was a huge drop.
Another drop as
Oh,
well.
no!
So scores might be even closer now.
Oh jeez.
Gil dropping too.
Oh no! Stop dropping! This is the very end of the map. Gil has to hope for
aitor
it.
dropping.
Oh my
Gil
god!
can, scores flickering. Gil can make
Oh
a
my
comeback
god!
here.
Oh my god, they're so close!
Gil dropping though. aitor might have the lead again. This is the very last section of the chart.
Oh
and
my
aitor
god.
actually with
Their
the
accuracies
lead.
are literally within 100th%.
It's coming down to the 200s here. Potentially even the misses if someone actually misses.
Oh my god. This is so close.
Gil though missing.
No! Oh
That
my
might
god.
lose him the point. Oh my god.
There's nothing left. Oh my god.
aitor winning.
Jesus
Butchner's
Christ.
knocking Gil out of the tournament.
Wow.
This is unbelievable. aitor coming back. Oh my god.
What a
that I
match,
think
dude.
that was the closest match we've seen in this tournament.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Gil just choked way more misses. If he got rid of 2 or 3 of those misses, he would have won.
That's unbelievable. aitor just I have no words. That was a crazy match.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, so aitor is gonna be moving on, playing against Cheetos. Gil,
Yeah.
man.
I'm. Whoa! Jesus fuck, dude. I don't care that I just swore on stream. That was worthy of it.
Yeah, wow.
Oh my god.
That was I have no words.
That's made up for 3 sweeps in a row. Let's just
Yeah.
go with that.
Literally the closest match this entire tournament. That tiebreaker is just so back and forth. You really couldn't tell who was gonna win.
I'm still shaking.
Wow, alright. Had to give aitor the good PM. So, next match is actually going to be a 3 UTC. Cheetos
Yeah.
versus Gil won't be happening, so...
Yeah. Match at 3 UTC is Halogen versus Kobo.
Also an insanely close matchup.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna want to miss that.
I'm just surprised that Cheat Reel was picked. When Cheat Reel got picked. And I mean, aitor had a couple joke picks in there as well.
Yeah, I don't know. That was an unexpectedly good match, in all honesty, given the beginning of it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I guess we'll just leave it at that. So let's
Yeah.
see. How many hours
It
from now?
is
5 or 6 hours from now, right?
6 hours.
6 hours, yeah. And we'll have Kobo and Halogen, so be sure to catch us then. It's
I wouldn't expect it to be as close as this match, but
I don't
there's
know.
definitely potential.
For sure. Either way, you're not gonna want to miss it.
So yeah, that'll do it, guys. Be sure to catch us then. Once again, really close games. So yeah. Anything else you'd like to say, Toe?
Not really. Still shaking, but you know, just be ready for the next match because it has the potential to be just as close.